People in LA are super, they give weird compliments. The best and worst compliment I ever got was I look like a very tired Ryan Gosling. Thank you. I am from North Carolina, though. I went to public school in North Carolina. 1 star for the whole thing. They didn't do great. I remember this one teacher, we were studying world history in middle school, and we were going over the Roman Empire, and right in the middle of class she stops and says, "Remember everybody, history teaches us the lesson that every empire will fall. The Romans, the Egyptians, the Greeks." This other kid in class, he raises his hand, he says, "What about America?" And she said, "Except America." Just been thinking about emailing her lately. I just bought a Kindle. You'd be surprised when you get a Kindle how many people tell you how much they love real books to your face. Didn't ask. Like, "Oh, Chase, I tried to do the Kindle, I tried to do the digital thing, but I love real books. I love the way a bookstore feels. I love the way books smell, I love to hold a nice big thick one in my hands. It's like, hey, you trying to fuck books? Get a room, nerds, I'm trying to save the planet over here." I got a lot of friends who are quitting social media right now, and they're announcing it on social media. Don't gotta do that. But I like the people that leave just one. Like, I'm leaving Facebook, but you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Like, oh, yeah. I quit smoking. Now I vape and do meth. So things are coming up me. I get it, though. You're trying to step away from the device. I'm trying not to look at my phone as much. I heard this, super cool, life hack where you can turn your phone to grayscale mode. And apparently you don't look at it as much. There's something about the black and white display that's less visually interesting to our monkey brains. So I tried it and it didn't really work. I still look at my phone all the time. But now I feel like a newsie reading the papes. What do you say there, mister? Why, Puerto Rico has no infrastructure. Still. Golly gee willikers, the news today. I work at an ice cream shop in LA. It's artisanal, don't judge me. And LA's weird because everybody has their own hustle, even in an ice cream shop. My supervisor, he was talking to me about how he lost a bunch of weight via fasting. He lost 42 pounds in a year doing intermittent fasting, no exercise, which is a lot. But is it enough for starvation? I don't know. I had a friend, he lost 75 pounds in a year on the South Beach diet. He was eating the whole time. So, what do you get? But he was telling me, he's like, dude, it's not just about the weight loss, dude. It's about your mind, okay? Because if you're fasting, you're not thinking about your next meal all the time, all right? So you got time to think about other things. You got to stay on your feet. You got to stay sharp, dude. You got to stay sharp. And I'm like, sharp? For what, man? You run an ice cream store. You're not like some innovator and you're not Elon Musk. You're not even Ben and Jerry. Elon Musk of ice cream. You're Steve. You're the guy who, if I lose my hat, I have to pay you $25. Which seems like a lot for a hat, He's making a profit off it. That's not a cost, you know what I mean? He's making money, which maybe he is the Elon Musk of ice cream. I don't know. Money's not great. Not doing great at the ice cream shop. Scooping. I had a weird bank issue recently. My identity got stolen. Don't worry. Wells Fargo was on the case. Stone cold killers, those people. They caught the bastard. Really, they just had to call me and find out if I was in Florida or not. I wasn't. Case closed. But while I had him on the phone, I was like, hey, man, how do you know? I've traveled before. You never call me then. And they were like, well, actually, Mr. McNeill, it's a pattern of charges in addition to being out of state. So the first thing that happens to your card is a very small charge. In your case, it was $2.18 at a gas station. We call that a test charge. Then they're waiting for that one to clear, basically. Once that clears, they make a slightly larger purchase. And when that one clears, they go bananas with it. So that's when we call you. And I was like, well, what was the second purchase? And they were like, oh, yeah, we can look that up. Oh, looks like they spent $45 at a McDonald's. $45 at, like, I didn't even know that you could. I thought if you spent $45 at a McDonald's, you just bought a McDonald's. Just swipe the card. All right, everybody, as your new king. Oh, we're bringing back Teeny Beanie Babies. Let's do it. I mean, they made salads after that, so McDonald's, we're turning the ship around, folks. I am trying to get in shape. I recognize when I say that, I'm already in A shape. I'm just trying to get into like some other shape, you know? Like some other shape other than like Dickensian orphan went to Urban Outfitters. So I've been trying running. I've been doing running. That's not probably the right one to do, but I don't have a gym. So anyway, I've been running. I'm not sold on the whole situation. Do you guys ever think they measure running in kilometers just because it sounds further? I had a friend. He did a 10K. He didn't tell me about it. We were having lunch. He's like, "Oh yeah, I did a 10K this morning." I was like, "What, dude? That's 10 whole Ks. How'd you pull that off?" And then, but you do the math on it. It's right above 6 miles, which is less than 10 by almost half. But still, I couldn't walk out of here and run a 6er. So, good for them. It's like the 5Kers that really just signed up for a charity 5K. Yeah, you do the math on that. It's like right at 3 miles, which, look, if you've ever been lost on foot, if you've ever been on a hike, if you ever just decided not to order an Uber and hoof it for like above 30 minutes, we've all done a 5K. So congrats to you, sir. I'm not going to give you credit just because you chose to do it sober. I'll get out of here on this. I have a real hard time. I mansplain a lot. For those of you who don't know, mansplaining is when a dude just talks about a bunch of bullshit no one cares about. I do it all the time. I do it to my wife. It's not good. The other day I mansplained to her the proper pronunciation of Schenectady, New York. Here's the thing. I was right. But who cares, Who cares? I'm not married to Schenectady, New York. Schenectady, New York does not help me with my family issues during the holidays. But it is Schenectady, right? Okay, cool. You guys are great. Thanks so much. Good night.
Keep it going for James McNeill one more time.